Hello everyone, welcome back to Hollow Point Defense. We're going to do a complete field strip of the Smith Wesson FPC folding rifle, pistol carbine, and then we're going to put it back together. Seeing a lot of issues, I'm getting a lot of questions, literally hundreds of questions of what happened, what did I do wrong. There's 3 areas that I have seen that are major malfunctions that lead to user errors and a rifle not operating properly. So here we go. We're gonna either pretend we just bought this gun or we just got it back to field strip it for the first time. Hopefully this is the first time you field strip it, when you buy it, because that's what you should do per the owner's manual. First thing we're gonna do, make sure there's no magazine. We're gonna make sure it's empty. Look, feel, touch. So I'm looking in here, I'm checking to make sure there's nothing, because sometimes a round will get stuck in there where the extractor won't pull it. So we're gonna look, feel, touch. Second thing is, make sure this gun is in a safe position where the trigger cannot activate the hammer. So we're in that position. The reason you want this in safe, if that hammer goes forward, it's gonna cause you a lot of grief later when you rebuild this and go to try to use it and don't realize that you just screwed up. So make sure this gun stays on safe the entire cleaning time. You should not be deactivating that hammer for any damn reason. So it's on safe. First thing we're gonna do is take the buttstock off. There's a pin right here. You're gonna pull that pin, and this gun has a little bit of play. It's about 1/16 of an inch. I'm just gonna press down a little bit, pull that pin. Guess what? That comes off that easy. I'm gonna lay it right over here. Second thing we're gonna do is right here, this buffer plug. We're gonna take that out. Take the pin out, put it to the side, and you wanna hold this, because if you don't, it's gonna come flying out of there. There's probably 4 inches of spring compression that stick out, so if you don't hold it, you're gonna go looking for it. Put that stuff to the side, and we're gonna go to the bolt next. The important part of the bolt, there we go, is right inside here. You see that little pin right there? You can see it moving. You have to line that bolt, that pin, with that little hole. I use a small jeweler's screwdriver. Bring it up so you can grab it. Take that out, put it to the side, and your bolt will come out. Put that down, and then people are taking off the charging handle. Comes all the way to the back and straight up. And you have it field stripped. We'll unfold it because somebody will complain about that. Field strip it, cleaning the housing area. You can clean your barrel, whatever. And then there you go. Here's your bolt. It comes in 2 pieces. This is the way it is. Top, there's a bottom. Pull it from the bottom. If you do try to do it from the top side, it runs into the firing pin. Just let it drop from the bottom. If you want to take out the firing pin, and I'll go that far with this one, you can see it right there. Put your finger on it. I take my little dental pick. There is a pin right there on the top. That one right there. Put your finger over the firing pin, press that little pin there, and it comes out. There it is. Comes out really easy. There is no pressure on it. Firing pin comes out, spring comes out. There you go. Again, your firing pin has that channel. That channel is going to be important in a few minutes. Do all your cleaning. I'm not going to really do that for the time's sake of this video. But let's just say you're done. Take your bolt, your firing pin, and your firing pin spring. Put them together. This bolt, you see the hole, it's on my right. The way I'm looking at it, it's on my right side. This channel on there has to face the right. That way, there. You can kind of see it right there, how it faces the pinhole. You need that because you're going to press down to where it's flat. Get your pin, because there's a head on mine. and we'll discuss this here in a second. Put it in there, and it's back together. I have pins on my gun. I have seen some of these have roll pins in here. That one kind of just perplexed me a little bit. I don't know why they went to those, but I have actually pins that look like nails because they have a head on it, but without the pointy part. It's just what I have. I have seen some roll pins. If you have the roll pins, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I don't have that, so I can't show it to you. You got everything cleaned up from the bottom. You can put your bolt back together. There you go. We'll put that to the side. You've done cleaned your housing. First, most important thing you can do is your charging handle must go on before you put anything back together. So a lot of people go, how's it go on? Well, if you go all the way to the back, get it in. There we go. Go all the way to the back, it'll actually snap right on there. You go forward. Perfect. All the way to the back, you'll slide it forward, you'll feel it snap in, and then drop it. You're done. Because if you don't do this first, you're going to mess up the whole process. And then when you go to use this, it's not going to catch the bolt and operate the bolt as it should. So your charging handle must go first before anything gets put back together. So what I'm going to do, take my bolt, line it up correctly. You kind of see the shape of it. This is the bottom, so it obviously goes to the bottom of the gun. We're going to put it straight in. And this hole right here has to line up with this hole right there. So let me get it lined up. I'll show you. Right there, you can see the hole. I'm moving the bolt. So basically what you're going to do is get that pin we took out, put it right back in there like that, and let that go down. I'm just making sure it works. So there you go. I do a slight tap on the ground because there is a fin inside there that the bolt will guide on. I'm just tapping it a little bit to seat it in there. That's all I'm doing. Nothing hard. So once I got that done, I'm gonna go to my spring, put it in there, my buffer plug, put it right back on there. Again, it's got pressure on it, so you need to hold it. Your pin right back in here. And there you go, it's an aftermarket plug. And then I will put my buttstock on, press down. There we go, we're done. That is a complete field strip and rebuild. So let's go back over the points that I'm seeing real quick. One of the issues I'm seeing is people are not putting this on safe. So when they do activate this, the trigger, the hammer goes forward and lays perfectly flat. So what's happening is the hammer's back here, they activate the trigger, it goes all the way forward. You can rebuild this gun with this hammer all the way forward. So when you get done building it and you go to put in a mag or function check it, it don't work because the hammer is forward. So what you have to do is really tear it apart, reseat the hammer all the way back to cock position, and then rebuild it, and everything will be fine. But if the hammer's forward, one of the ways you'll know that you did do it forward, one, it won't fire. But if you go to put in a magazine, the magazine will not seat. It'll be about a 1/4, 3/8 of an inch before, from seating. You'll know exactly what it is. I get emails all that time. My magazine won't seat. I tell them to look inside. If they see the hammer, they need to reseat the hammer or recock the hammer, seat it to the rear position. And that's been like 98% of the time. Those pins on the bolt is another issue. They do not snap in. They do not forcefully go in. They come out and they go in really easy. The only pressure that's holding that firing pin in is the spring pressure from it. And if you have no spring pressure on your firing pin, you need to call Smith Wesson and get a new firing pin spring, because I have seen that twice, just last night and about a week ago. So you need to make sure that those pins don't fall out on me. If you're having that issue, you need to contact Smith & Wesson again. But there you go. Those are the major issues. Oh, the firing pin is not really an issue. I've only seen it a couple times. Outside of the safety not being engaged when people clean, the charging handle is the second most popular issue I'm seeing where people are inducing their own problems. Remember, when you take all this apart, this has to go on first before you rebuild anything. If it does not go on first, you have completely lost everything. It will not grab the bolt to put it in. If you put the bolt in first and then the charging handle, it will not grab that pin to activate the bolt as it should. So again, when you're taking these apart, lay everything in order. That's exactly how you'll put it. You'll reverse that order. That's how you'll put it back together. First, this will be last. This will be last. This will be the first thing you put in. So kind of look at it that way. So let me put this thing down. One of the reasons I use these towels here is if anything falls out, I can see it. I have these old man glasses. I need to see things. So if anything falls out, I can see it, it'll catch it. Versus being on a table and rolling off. So if you have any questions, let me know. That is a complete field stripping and put back together in order. And I've explained 3 areas that you need to do to avoid any user-induced malfunctions, and you'll have a good time with this gun. You guys have a good day. Have a good one. If you have any questions or comments, post them below or email me. I'll put all that information on here later. Take care. Bye.